As SAA celebrates 90 years of existence, Public Enterprise Minister Pravin Gordhan says SAA has weathered many storms. The national carrier escalated total collapse due to poor finance management and corruption. However, SAA managed to avoid being liquidated and instead was put under business rescue. All this was done in the midst of the devastating COVID-19 pandemic.
We moved away from liquidation, and before you fall asleep, let me try to round up, and went for business rescue with all its troubles. And that was at the height of the COVID pandemic, so you couldn't meet physically. Lots of arguments and fights with lawyers and advisors took place on Zoom, and sometimes at midnight, but we ultimately prevailed as far as that was concerned. We prevented the fire sale of the assets of SAA, and today those assets are going to be an important part of the creative transactions that we want to enter into.
SAA, like all the other state-owned enterprises, relied on government bailouts. But Minister Gordhan says the national carrier will no longer need further bailouts to stay afloat.
To my colleague in the Treasury, we're not going to ask you for more money. We will generate our own money, which means how you spend money within SAA has to be done very carefully. And if there are still leakages, as there might well be, since we live in a society where people are just looking for opportunities without working hard and making a couple of million for themselves, then ensure that those leaks are catered for in one way or another.
Meanwhile, the share purchase agreement deal between Takatso Aviation and the Department of Public Enterprises is yet to be concluded. The department says what's missing to conclude the purchase agreement is the required funds that will only be provided towards the conclusion of the transaction and after obtaining all the necessary regulatory approvals, including the report of the Competition Tribunal. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.